Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, August 28th, 2012. This is Jennifer, and this is Tackett. I have really good news for you guys. If you didn't see it on my blog already, sorry Titty, if you didn't see it on my blog already, Tackett does not have cancer, so we are very happy about that. He does have a pretty chronic condition, but it's treatable, and there's medication for it, and he will probably take medication for a long time. But he's gonna most likely be okay. His prognosis is really good, and we will pamper and spoil him and do our best to get him to be 100% again. Thank you guys again for all the shopping. I've been absolutely overwhelmed by messages and purchases and just all the good wishes. So thank you guys for helping Tackett, and thank you for just your energy. Has been amazing and helpful. And it's made the last 2 weeks go a lot faster than they would have otherwise. It was a very stressful time for us. I have a silly amount of stuff to show you guys today, so we're going to get started right now. I'm going to show you my stuff first, and then I'm going to show you some things I got in the mail second. I did finish my white sideways shell Afghan. This was supposed to be finished for the last Linus meeting, and life just got in my way and I didn't get it done. So this is done, and this will go to the September Linus meeting. And this is the Linus sideways shell, also called the newbie shell. And I just did 2 stripes of this pink and brown with the rest was all white. While I was waiting to get more white for that Afghan, I started a blue one. The blue one was all of my little blue balls of yarn. I put them in one bag, and I got this far. You can see some of my ends are still hanging out, and I ran out of blue, so I started with white. Well, then I ran out of white, and I'm maybe half done. So I'm going to go get some yarn today, but in the meantime I started another one. So last night I pulled out this yarn. I have this sort of maroon colored yarn, and then I have a couple of colors of sort of cream and tan. So this is actually a tan that's got like a little sparkly gold in it. So this is the third one that I've got going. Fortunately the white one's done. The blue one's still in progress. This one is in progress, and I'll get more yarn to finish the blue one. And these will hopefully all be done by the next Linus meeting, and if they're not, the white one is done and I'll get that one turned in. So as a thank you, on Friday I posted a pattern that I called Tabby Face, and it looks just like this right here. This is a free pattern that you can download from So Hooked, or you can download it on my Craftsy shop. It's free, either location, so this is just a thank you. It's a tabby kitty face for everyone that has been helpful and awesome for Tackett. A lot of quilters follow my blog, and I felt like this was one way that I could share my thanks with you guys for just all of your support, and you're awesome. As I've been cleaning out all my stuff to put on Etsy, and things that I can sell to help Tackett, I found some models from a class I don't teach anymore. I pulled them out, and originally I thought, you know, I'm just going to put these on Etsy as they are, because people might like to buy just quilt block. This is a bluebonnet stencil that I designed for a class I taught a couple years ago, and these hung up in the store while I was teaching the class, like prior to the class and then during the class. So this one is for sale. This is just a 12.5 inch unfinished piece of fabric that I hand stenciled with an original design by me. That's in my Etsy shop. And then I had another one that I decided, you know, I really wanted to finish it as a quilt. So I quilted this yesterday. I call it Springtime in Texas. And this is Fairy Frost with fabric paint. This is Lumiere paint. It's a metallic. You can see it's kind of shiny. And then I did free motion quilting on the whole thing. You can actually see it maybe a little better on the back. You can see I used silver thread here, and I used silver thread in the corners as well. And then it has the little pockets to put your dowel rod in. So this is actually super easy. You just stick the dowel rod in, and then you have something to hang it on, just like that. And it also has the label. So it's labeled, and it's dated, and it's signed. So this is also in my Etsy shop. And don't forget, through Friday of this week, 25% off your total purchase, sohook.com and on Etsy, and that helps Tackett. He's going to continue to need treatment, so I've just continued the sale through the end of the month, and that will help us with his future medications and the blood tests he's going to have and all that kind of stuff, and that'll be just really awesome to have that in reserve for him because I know that there are going to be more expenses coming. I've already, you know, I've talked to his vet and I know what's coming. So second part of this video is stuff that I have gotten in the mail. I hope not to take too long. I'm going to try to be really fast. So I got a care package from Dawes Muffin last week and I want to share that really, really fast. She sent me this super cute little box. It's just a little gift box. It's really adorable. And there is a little scrapbook kind of thing right here. It says best friend notes on it. Some fun fuzzy yarn, which you know could go in my blue Afghan, and a knitting companion book, which I might actually give to Elena if that's okay with you, because she's the knitter in my house and she would probably get more use out of it than I will. I also received some more signature blocks for Fandom and Stitches. These are There and Back Again blocks. Just a refresher, anybody that's participating in There and Back Again, 4 signature blocks, 1 for each designer. It's a super simple pattern. It looks like this. You get it on Fandom and Stitches. You can find it under Sci-Fi Fantasy, under There and Back Again, or on any of the There and Back Again posts. Just click on the There and Back Again banner and it'll bring up the latest post. And then this will have instructions on it. It's got an address to mail them to. And for every one of these we receive, each designer is going to donate $1 to the Red Cross in their country. So I'll donate $1 for each block I receive to the Red Cross in the United States, and Lilia will do the same thing in Iceland, and Michelle will do the same thing in Australia, and Shinley will do the same thing in the US as well. And now the big mail package that I got, and this is going to be a long video today. I hope that this makes up for the last 2 weeks of gloom. I feel like Talk to Me Tuesday is my way to connect with you guys, and I'm almost always cheerful and happy and in a good mood, but sometimes I can't be, and I really appreciate that you guys understood that and were so loving and just receptive to the fact that I was having a bad couple of weeks and that I was worried about my cat and that there was family stress going on with extended family being ill. And anyway, so on to the next fun thing. A few weeks ago, Snowy44 had a drawing sort of competition thing where she did a drawing and she asked everyone to tell a story about when they learned to quilt and who they learned from, and just a little bit about that. And I told her how I learned to hand piece when I was 4 from my grandmother, which I didn't even really know that's what I was learning, so much so that I didn't realize that that's what she had taught me until many years later when I saw what I made. As a child, when my mom just a few years ago, actually I think only a couple years ago now, gave me a shoebox full of 9-patch blocks that myself and many of my cousins had made that my grandmother had taught us to create, to stitch. I learned to hand stitch on 9 patches. And I have a quilt on my bed that I will put a link to the picture in the description that is called Granny's 9-patch, and it's all of those 9 patches. I turned all those 9 patches into a quilt that is on my bed now. And anyway, I shared that story with her and it got me in her drawing, and she had lots of other people in her drawing too, and she pulled my name, and it was a very personalized drawing. So she made a bunch of great stuff and I got that in the mail yesterday. So I got this great little bag, which is first of all adorable, and 2 of my favorite colors. My favorite colors are green and blue and brown, in case you guys didn't know that. And if you look here, this is actually the little pull. That's a spool. It's a thread spool, so that's very cool. So a little bag. She sent me a cozy for a yarn ball. This is actually for like a cake, which is what you make on a skein winder. This is a cake of yarn. It's made on a skein winder, and see how it's like flat on both ends? So this would go in here and then you just work out of the end. And I couldn't resist because in the message from Snowy44, she mentioned that this was for a ball of yarn, and when I pulled it out, it looked like this. So of course the first thing I had to do was put it on my head, so it would also make a passable hat. I have a really small head and it would make a great hat. So you may have seen while I'm gesticulating with my hands like I always do, this bracelet was in there, which is just beautiful, and it's crocheted and has beads on it. I just love it. beading and making tiny delicate things is one of the things Snowy44 does best. So you guys, if you don't follow her, check out her YouTube. It's awesome. She does some really beautiful handmade things, and she's very versatile, and she seems to try just about everything. She also powwowed with my best friend Jules and got my shoe size and made me socks. And I am a knitted sock junkie. I love hand knitted socks, and I don't knit. So this is a perfect thing for me. I was thrilled. She could have sent me just these and I would have been happy, but she sent me all these other wonderful things too, and it's like my birthday. So fantastic, amazing, amazing prize. So if she does another drawing, you guys make sure to, it's worth whatever she asks you to do. If she asks you to make a videotape of yourself hula hooping, do it, because she has the best giveaways. She has amazing giveaways. She sent me a fantastic skein of yarn. I've actually, I saw this online, but I haven't seen it in a store yet. It's called Team Spirit, and if you look at this, Gryffindor colors much, and see the hat that's on the picture. So this will make a lovely, lovely Gryffindor something. I don't know what, but it'll be lovely. So that's awesome and fun. She made a blanket for Tackett, which is the sweetest thing ever. I wanted to show it in my video before I gave it to him to lay on. He has a shelf that he lays on. It's like his favorite place to be, and I'm gonna put this on his shelf. Right now there's a towel there, but I think this will make him even happier, because anybody that knows anything about cats and yarn, cats love Afghans. And so this one is Tackett sized, and I will put it on his shelf and I'll get a picture of him there. Now this, I think, was made by Sasha, and it is beautiful. It is a wand, and it has a turtle on the end. And if you guys know me, I collect turtles, so I have a lot of little turtles. I love tiny turtles especially. I have turtle jewelry and turtle bookmarks and turtle finger puppets and little hand-carved turtles, and I love turtles. And look, he has the ittiest bittiest little heart on his back, and look at these leaves, are just amazing. And I believe this is all polymer clay. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. There's a little charm pack, which is charm packs are 5-inch squares. So you can see these pink and black and white charms, which are really cute. There were some fun free patterns in there, and this little book that she made has my name on it and a turtle. And a couple of the pages are filled and the rest are empty for me to fill. But I don't know if I can compete with just the amazingness that she included in here. So if you look in here, this is fabric, and I recognize this. At least some of this came from fabric that I myself gave Snowy44. And here's a little heart pattern, which you can find one just like this that's much bigger on Sew Hooked. Look at this little crochet hooks, and a little motif and a tiny ball of yarn. And then it has some blank pages. And then when you get to the end, this is awesome. Mustachio, which is one of my patterns, and Two Little Hooters, which is another one of my patterns. And I love that she included the names of my patterns in here. So I love this. It's adorable. I'm going to put it somewhere very special. I actually have a display kind of case. It's actually a buffet, but I have a lot of knickknacks and things in it. And I might put this in here and just open it to the pages that I like, and then switch it from time to time so I can look at the beautiful pages. And Terry, I will sign your 100 blocks and I will get it back to you. I am thrilled to do that for you, and thank you for the package. It's unbelievable. It came yesterday right after I found out Tackett didn't have cancer. And I got an email yesterday that was big news for me, and that's the big secret thing I can't tell you until 2013 now, but it's good news. And your package just was the icing on the cake. It was the icing on the cake, and it made my day. And this video is going to be ridiculously long. I love you guys for watching it all the way to the end. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being supportive, and just thank you all for being awesome. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.